In problem 45, we have a word problem here. You have two part-time jobs. One of them is running errands and you can make $6 per hour. The second job is walking dogs and you can earn $5 per hour. You can work a total of 10 hours in a weekend and you want to earn at least $55. So let R be the number of hours you spend running errands. So let's write that down. R equals hours. Let's put dash errands. Okay. We need to determine how many hours would be for walking dogs. So if R is the number of hours you're going to spend on errands, and you can work a maximum of 10 hours this weekend, 10 minus R will be the number of hours you can spend walking a dog. Okay, so for problem A here, we want to write an inequality that describes this situation. You should only have one variable R. So we get $6 for running an errand. So we're going to have 6, and the R's represent the hours for errands. So 6R is how much we can make for errands. And then we can also make money for walking dogs. For the dogs, we make $5 for each hour. And how many hours can we work on walking the dogs? 10 minus R. And we want to earn at least $55, so we're going to have greater than or equal to 55. So that's A. Problem B, if you spend the same amount of time on each job, will you meet your goal? So if we're working 10 hours and we spend the same amount on each job, we're going to do 5 and 5. So for B, we're going to substitute R for 5, because that's half of errands and 5 for walking dogs. So we're going to have 6 times 5 plus 5 times 10 minus, our hours are going to be 5, greater than or equal to 55. So we have 6 times 5 is $30. That's how much we would get for errands. Plus we're going to have $5 times 10 minus 5 is 5 hours. Greater than or equal to 55. So 5 times 5 is 25. So we're going to get $25 for walking the dogs. I want to see if that's greater than or equal to 55. Adding these two up, we have 55 greater than or equal to 55. And we are at least equal to that. So yes, we will make at least 55. Let's write yes, we'll have exactly 55. Problem C, we want to determine if you can meet your goal by working all 10 hours at only one job. So let's take and consider doing all 10 hours at errands first. So we're going to take our expression here, $6, and we're going to allocate all 10 hours only to the errands. And then we have, so we get 10 minus 10 for walking the dogs, which will be 0. So we have $60 plus $0 for walking dogs. We'll see if that's greater than or equal to 55. And of course, 60 is greater than or equal to 55. So yes, we can make at least 55 if we spend all 10 hours on errands. So let's also consider whether we can make it by spending all 10 hours on walking the dogs. So we're going to have $6. Okay, for R here is going to be 0. That's how many hours we're going to spend on errands. We have $5 for walking the dog. Since R is 0, we're going to have 10 minus 0 here. So we have $0 for errands. We had 10 minus 0 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. So we get $50 for walking the dogs. And we want to compare that to our 55. So we have $50 greater than or equal to 55. And in this case, no, we are not greater than or equal to 55. So the answer to C is yes. We can make it our goal by only working 10 hours, but only if the 10 are spent on errands. Yes, but only if 10 hours are spent on errands.